Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm one of the physical therapists here at PACE in North Portland, and I wanted to chat with you guys about a new piece of equipment we have here in our space called the LightSpeed Lift. The LightSpeed Lift allows us to do exactly that with our patients and our clients. It allows us to run lighter. So we can really use this piece of equipment with a couple of different clientele. So we can think about the injured runner or the injured athlete who wants to get back to running but can't because of pain or an injury. And this system allows us to decrease the amount of load that is put through tendons and muscles and joints so that we can get our athlete back to running, but in a lighter fashion. And we can get them to run in a pain-free way. We can also think about our athlete who is not injured, but maybe wants a day to recover, maybe wants to put less load and stress on their body, so we can hook them up into the LightSpeed Lift. We can decrease the load through their body and help to keep them running happy and healthy. All right, I'm gonna go throw on some workout clothes, and then I'm gonna show you all how we set up the LightSpeed Lift and how we use it. All right. So now we're gonna get into it. So the first thing we are going to dive into is the harness and how we set ourselves up so that we are lighter when we start to run. So the harness is easy. It's got a larger belt that comes and wraps just around your hips. We don't need this to be necessarily super snug. It kind of just helps to keep the belt where we want it to be, okay? If we come to the side, you're gonna see these Velcro straps that really run along the outside of our legs here. We want the top, where this first bungee cord is gonna go, to be right on the outside of our hip. So I'm gonna take this part of the belt and kind of line it up right on the outside of my leg, on the outside of my hip here. And then we're gonna start with the bottom Velcro. So I'm gonna unvelcro that strap. I wrap it about an inch or so above the knee, and I'm gonna make it pretty snug. Now I'm gonna take the top one, wrap it around my leg, and secure it tightly. Okay, so that's one leg. Should feel pretty snug. I mean, these stretch pretty good, so it should feel snug. We're gonna come and do the other side. So now I am secured in, okay? From here, we're gonna hook ourselves up to the bungee cable system. So we're always gonna start from the back and move forward. So I'm gonna take my carabiner, hook it in, the other side, hook it in, okay? Now I'm gonna feel pretty secure. So I always kind of grab onto this guy and pull me forward a little bit. Okay, so at this point, we wanna just make sure that everything is set up in place. So I measured this beforehand, but ultimately we want these bars to be about 12 inches above this first bungee cord, okay? So there's a measuring tape here, and I measured it beforehand, but 12 inches allows us to offload about 20 pounds of our weight. And then every time we bring this bar up another little set here, another number, we're able to offload 5 more additional pounds on top of that 20 pounds of weight that we already took off of our body weight. So if we wanted to have one of our athletes start running, I would have them crank up the treadmill, and I always have them increase the incline to like 1 or 2% to also decrease the amount of impact that they have on their joints. And we take it up to a comfortable running pace, and we run. And it feels light, and it feels fast, but it feels like way less impact on my body. So we're able to go at a little bit of a quicker cruising pace because it doesn't feel like there's as much effort on our body to run and to load. And then we can have an athlete run on here as long as they're not having pain and they're feeling pretty good. They can log a couple of miles, and then when they're done, we have them hop out of the system. We wash the belt, and it's ready to rock and roll for the next time. So if you are an injured athlete or hoping to prevent injury, I would encourage you to visit us here at PACE in North Portland, or go to portlandpace.com. And we can determine if the LightSpeed Lift is appropriate in returning you back to running pain-free and safely. We are really thankful to use this piece of equipment to keep our runners healthy and to keep our runners injury-free and get them back to running. So again, thanks for your time today. I'm Lindsay. I'm here at Pace in North Portland, and we are excited to continue to help you guys in your running journey. Thanks.